Alright. I was playing my game, Super Mega Champions. And they always give you like little quizzes and stuff. They don't just like in the game, like while you're in the waiting lobby right here, walk around. So I got my mecha right here, right? And I can like modify him and everything, but that's beside the point. That's not what I'm trying to get you to see. I can go over here to this little screen and take a quiz. I think I'm done for the day. I can't take any more quizzes for today. But I just took a quiz. And they usually do 4 questions and they'll give you like little prizes once a day. So I just now finished my quiz and I see like they usually ask you the same type of basic questions about the game. It's usually stuff pertaining to the game or something sort of sci-fi scientific. You know what I mean? Pop culture or historical. So, you know, they try to keep your juices flowing. It's not bad. But, okay. The third question they asked me today, like, I've been asked the question before, the same question, but the multiple choice answer was different this time. Usually it's like, it said, what type of speech will get you banned during a game? And then, like, usually it's like, it says something like, hazing somebody or making fun of somebody or something like that. Or, you know, trying to push somebody to quit. It usually says something like that. I've been playing this game for like almost a year, I think. About a year. Now, like, the question answer is, because I had to double check it, triple check it to make sure that I was seeing what I was seeing. The answer to the question this time, what will get you banned, what type of speech will get you banned, get your account banned on the game, is dangerous hate speech. It was multiple choice number 4. It was D. Dangerous hate speech that could endanger national security. I kid you not. That was literally the answer. What type of speech will get you banned from the platform, Super Mecha Champions? The answer was dangerous hate speech that can endanger national security. Wow. They really did. Man. And so that was like, so that was today, right? That's what tripped me out. I was like, okay, it's like it's like a little calling card from the system, from the AI, because you know this is artificial intelligence has something to do with these questions and answers. I don't think that the people at Super Mega Champions is actually like, okay, maybe, because come on, man, this is like a Japanese game, okay? So I don't know what their contract is with America, but it's an international game. But that's like some democratic agenda type shit right there. That's like some shit that they do on Facebook. Oh, you know, hate speech or whatever. I'm like, what the heck is going on here? So, like, what I'm saying is, that was the question today that caught my attention, that something is up about these guys are in on like the New World Order agenda. The makers of the game or whoever is sponsoring the game and wants them to meet a quota or put in certain things or perks to get sponsorship. I don't know, but because I guess they go to the games that have the biggest audiences or specific type of games. This is a battle royal game. So I'm pretty sure the system is pretty much doing like Ender's Game. They're monitoring all the players to see whose skills and who thinks like what and what they would do in certain situations and how they respond and talk to each other or communicate. So it's all inclusive. Even the multiple choice questions on the video games that kids play are programming and indoctrination, propaganda, sort of, if you can say that. What I found out also that really perked my attention is not that just this game does it. The MOBA games, I play League MOBA Legends. Been playing that game for like 5 years, and like the games, they usually try to, give you graphics based off of the season that you're in. Like they'll change the theme. Oh, it's Halloween, they'll give you like Halloween theme. Oh, it's Christmas, they'll give you like a Christmas theme. Oh, it's 4th of July, they'll give you a 4th of July theme. For all the holidays and seasons, they have different themes on these games, right? So I noticed that, and I was like, okay, so it's not just these games. They do it on the console games like Madden, Call of Duty, all these games, right? All these multiplayer online games, live action games. So what happens is the new characters are also kind of a reflection of the season. So some of them, they'll either bring a new character or a new skin for characters that you already have. And the characters that you already have, they'll bring in like a Christmas suit or a Halloween suit or such like that. But also they will bring out new characters based off of I can't say prophecy, but like based off of the agenda of the New World Order. They will bring out characters like pretty much like Hollywood, how they predictive programming. That's happening in the video game. 100%. 100% predictive programming. Because I remember it kicked my butt one time when I was playing the mobile game. How they did Bruce Lee before they got the rights taken away to do him. They did him real good. Man, they had Bruce Lee looking badass. And then like we had him for like a year, and then they had to take the rights. So they took the rights away because it was such a big thing. Like the system, the game only had like 500 million downloads. We went up to like, oh no, it only had like 500,000 downloads. Man, we went up to like 20 million after we had Bruce Lee. Like all the everybody just jumped on the game, downloaded it so they could play with Bruce Lee. But like it's specific characters and like their abilities and their backstories are kind of based off of a predictive programming of society. Obviously we see it in Fortnite. That's one of like the most obvious examples, is that Fortnite would bring in like all type of weird Illuminati, satanic ritual type stuff. Like literally like the new concerts and stuff like that, how they do like rituals and stuff. Like there's rituals being performed in the game. Like EA Sports tells you. EA Sports, it's in the game. Like if all sports are based off of ritual. I've noticed that, based off of the signs and the symbols, Masonic symbols, Masonic signs. All sports are pretty much Masonic. They're all different types of ways that they're like. If they didn't start off that way, they ended up that way. You know what I mean? It's kind of like the calling card, predictive programming. Even the Olympics, you know what I mean? Like how that kicked off World War II with Hitler and Jesse Owens. You know what I mean? Like Hitler's first loss was to Jesse Owens, because Jesse Owens, like it was a ritual they had to go through. Like they had to perform on the world stage a ritual, and the champions rise in their arena. You know what I mean? Like pretty much like Rocky when he fought Drago, and that was kind of like a predictive programming to get America riled up against Russia, Cold War type stuff. You know what I mean? Soviet Union, USSR type shit. Zangief off of Street Fighter. These games drop, and the characters that they drop with kind of like are like predictive programming to like divide the society up, or to program the society to react, think, respond, or not think and not respond and not react. Either way it goes. On this game, I noticed Skyfall. There's a new character, new mecha called Skyfall. Right here. Now, it's funny that this mecha just now dropped, okay? This mecha just came out. Background: a specialized anti-aircraft mecha independently developed by the military. Skyfall is practically the nemesis of air units. The vector thruster mounted on its body allows Skyfall to reload while moving high speed. Its multi-targeted tracking missile lock onto multiple enemy units at the same time with good explosive power and hit accuracy. Its dual rocket launchers shoot missiles that explode automatically when they sense enemies, greatly improving hit accuracy, explosive power, and explosive range. With its superior power and missile armament, Skyfall can continuously launch high explosive missiles while moving, forming a dense barrage that blocks the movement route of highly mobile targets. When enemy wants to escape, the homing missiles launched by Skyfall will lock into target relentlessly until it is completely destroyed. Skyfall cruises through the battlefield, releasing missiles that fill the battlefield and leaving nowhere for the enemy to hide, to crush all its opponents with heavy firepower. Okay, so Skyfall right here, you notice he's got the graphene mark right there. That's the right there where it's on his left knee right here, his knee where it says danger. Those three little cubes, that's a graphene mark. It looks like it's the symbol, it's a science. It makes the medical field and the scientists they can hide signs and symbols and basic building blocks of reality that they program. This is pixels and polygons. Pretty much graphene. They're trying, it's the digital world. It's the coming age. It's like the calling card. It's one of the calling cards of the beast. If you notice, there's three of them, 3 sixes, 3 cubes. Okay, there you go. Even under the sign that says danger, right there on the knee, it has those 3 little, look like 7s. Those are actually, that's the mark of the beast. That's a 3-6 right there. Bam. That's 3 Vavs. In Hebrew, those are the Hebrew Vav. Just like on the Monster Energy drink. See, they leave their calling card. They letting you know somehow, some way, they put it in there. You know what I mean? They make them look wicked. They make the ones that look wicked, and even the good guys, they try to put a twist on them and make them look disgraceful. I shouldn't say wicked, but they try to make them look less appealing, so that you can be more inclined towards the bad. You know what I mean? This is their world that they live in. But what I'm saying is that this is Skyfall, right? But then there's a thing that they're doing called Operation Skyfall. Damn. It's a U.S. government project. Not even a U.S. government. It's a global initiative. Skyfall is an actual military operations. All right. This is what I'm saying is like they're. What should I look it up? ProjectSkyfall.org. So that's the latest character that they dropped, but it's to put it in your mind like a subliminal message, whether it's to go look it up, you know what I mean, like all roads lead to Rome type stuff. I don't know. Let me see. Operation Skyfall. going on now? Can't be lagging that bad. Dang. Lagging. Oops. We'll close that one. Close that one. See if it boots up. OperationSkyfall.org. What's going on? Should I just do another one? Oh, it was Project Skyfall. My bad. I put in the wrong thing. I said Operation. Project Skyfall.org. What the heck is going on here? Okay. Shoot down aerial targets. Sky, that was one of the, that was, it said an anti-aircraft. So that's why he calls, his name is Skyfall. Because essentially they started off looking like this. It's a military, as the overall use of drones become more common, the authorities have to give a correct response to this upcoming trend. The goal of Project Skyfall is giving an appropriate response to misuse of drones. Okay. Of all EU member states. Okay. So it starts off like this. What did they say? Like Jurassic Park with Jeff Goldblum. How it go? He goes, "Oh yeah, it starts off ooh and ah, then it ends up with running and screaming. Yeah, that's the way it starts off. Ooh ah. Then in the end, there's running and screaming. Peace and safety. This is what they're pretty much. This is a Project Skyfall is a precursor to them being able to say peace and safety. And you know what that means. After peace and safety, then comes sudden destruction. I'm just putting it out there, guys. Like, it starts off with like something cute, like some little drone stuff. But then that little thing, that is the qubit, the node that they need to unleash hell in this dimension. Because it starts off looking like one of those little bitty drones, like I said. But then those drones are controlled by artificial intelligence. And the artificial intelligence program, operating system, not the drone, not the hardware, that's not Skyfall. Okay? That's not the original form. That's not the final form. Let's just say that. It's like Pokemon. You know how they start off all tiny and cute, and then they end up all like, look at Magikarp, for instance. You get something like Magikarp, who has no attack power, no nothing. All he has is armor and splash. That's it. Until you get him to like level 50 or 70 or some stupid mess like that. I think it's like 40 or 50. And then you can turn him into a dragon. Gyarados. Magikarp is a little fish with a little crown on his head. And they're a dime a dozen. They're all over the place. But they got no power, no ability, so nobody really wants them. You gotta really take care of them and have a plan. You know, you base your whole system, all your other Pokemon are geared towards building up that one. Like, literally, that's how you build them up. You have to put him in the match to get experience, even though he's not gonna fight. All the other Pokemon are meant to build that Pokemon up, because he's eventually gonna be your main assault, your game finisher, your game over, in game. So pretty much this is what I'm saying. So it started off like I said, the idea is it's gonna end up being something like this. Okay? It's gonna end up being something like this. A damn a mecca. You know what I mean? Something is gonna come in eventually, because look, man, this is military tech being watered down and introduced to civilian policing. Okay? So outside of the civilian sector, there is, oh, this person's a terrorist. Okay. Well, they can have a Skyfall unit. You know, Skyfall is meant to recognize things in the sky and bring them down. Your ass could be on an airplane and they will Skyfall your ass with one of these, or a Predator drone. Like, you are considered on the same level as a drone. If you shoot down a drone, a cop will shoot you. Like, if it's a police drone, if you shoot one of those dog police drone robots, that's an officer. So even those drones are officers. If you shoot their car, that's an officer. Military, same exact way. It's like shooting their horse. You know what I mean? It's a service member. Not really an equipment, because it's based off of artificial intelligence system program. They're literally, it's a beast system. The artificial intelligence is the beast. So they're gonna literally make the law to where you can't insult, like you're already looking at them saying you can't insult gay people, you can't insult pedophilia, people that literally just take all day to just make jokes up. That's all they fucking do, is sit around and make jokes. They do nothing but make jokes. Once they make them jokes and they're good with it, you know what I mean, they have their clique and everybody likes it, and that's why they end up with big crowds and big groups, because that's all they do is make jokes and insults. That's why they make real good rioters. They riot like a mug. They'll burn down whole damn cities. This is one big joke, like the Joker in the movie. There you go. It's clown. This is clown world. So like, it's upside down. You know what I mean? They're allowed all out. So that they don't really care about them. Okay? The money, like, those guys are like cannon fodder. Those are the other Pokemon. Those are the other Pokemon with all the different damn variants and numbers and genders and pronouns. Those are the Pokemon. But they're all meant to boost up this little bitty shit, this smart tech. They're all meant to calibrate it with all of their insults and all of their character. That's the mockery of it. You're not going to be able to tell the difference, because if everybody act sane, the AI would stick out, the artificial intelligence would stick out. But if everybody acts like every day is Halloween, which is pretty much what they're trying to enforce all over the world, then the devil can walk around freely, right amongst you. Skyfall. Fallen angel, Lucifer fell from heaven. Skyfall. You get it? All right. I think I made my point. Because at the end of the day, you know what I'm about to do. At the end of the day, we all got to deal with the devil that we know. And the devil that you don't know. Like this one. See that? That is the devil that you know and you don't know. The most known unknown and the known, unknown, the most unknown unknown. Want to know why? Because it says in the Bible, he created Lucifer, the devil, Satan, to be the most subtle creature ever created under heaven. Meaning so subtle, you would never know it. You could live your whole life and generations and all your kids multiple centuries and never know that you were living on top of a damn dragon the whole time. Mythological to you. You might see little smaller serpents and dragons and know about them, but you may not know that you've been living on top of one the whole time. When I say on top of, I mean on top of. That's the eye right there. That's an eye right there. That's a mouth. And these are nostrils. Right here. These are all nostrils. Those are volcanoes. They spit fire. Leviathan. There's an eye. It has fire in it. Leviathan. There's an eye. It has fire in it. Leviathan. LSD. Leviathan, Satan, the devil. These are his wings. Or he's had his wings taken from him because this one's frozen, so you can't do shit with it. He's been put in his place since the beginning, since Eve. So yeah, he's got two sides, just like Adam and Eve came into earth. He's got his two sides to him. You know what I mean? You got the sun and the moon. You got Adam. You got Eve. You got this devil over here, this dragon that has the checkerboard Illuminati. What do you think they worship? That's the calling card, the black and white checkerboard. He's white on one side, he's dark on the other. The black and white checkerboard. Or red and black, because when this white goes away, he's going to be red because it's all fire. It's all volcano and shit. And the eye, as above, so below. So the over here is white and over here is dark. But he's got a little bit of white in the dark side, just like the yin yang. He's got a little bit of dark on the white side, just like the yin yang. You can't make this shit up. You can't. You can't make this shit up. Everything that I just said, at the end of the day, you still got to deal with them. And you know the first people that got to deal with them? Right here, New Zealand, New Zealandia, the tail. His tail, he's going to be thrashing and all type of earthquakes and tsunamis, and he's gonna be pissed off because he's kicked out of heaven. You know, he's pissed off. He gotta hear from us what's gonna happen, because we hold the truth from the Most High. So he's thrashing. He don't want nobody else to know. He wants everybody to think he's in control, and he's got it like that. But he ain't got it like that. I'm just letting you know. Or else he wouldn't. Yeah, just I'm not even gonna push nothing. Not even gonna push it any further than that. Just letting you know, he's there. Okay. Subtle, very subtle, so subtle. It's like breathing through a straw underneath the water under the ocean. He's over here pushing the oil up out the ground over here, ain't he? Who knows? That's coming out of his mouth. From here, that's coming out of his mouth, traveling all the way under that crack, all the way over here to Saudi Arabia. So you know, just so you know, this is where it lets off, and it looks like it even cracks open over here and comes all the way up to Sinai. Who knows, man? Who knows? So at the end of the day, still gotta deal with him. He's the king, the god of this world. But if you look behind this world, above this world, in the background, there's somebody way bigger than this guy right here. I'll tell you that. I know that for a fact. He claims to be God. I do not know. Because from what I've been told about God, he don't look like the one I know. I ain't talking about this guy right here. I'm talking about somebody in the background, in the dark back there. He's darker than the darkness. Let's just say that. He is humongous. Huge, 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 huge. Way big. He make the stars wave and mess like that. He make the stars wave with his voice. All the dark you see in the background back there, all the stars back there, He make the stars move so fast that all of this will turn white. The whole screen is turning white like warp speed. Like that's how his voice, his word is that powerful. I don't know, man. But I know that I come from above these stars. All the stars and stuff, we're inside of like a mountain that you cannot not even imagine. We're inside of like a skull or a mountain, a hollowed out mountain, or a hollowed out carcass or a skull or something. I don't know. It's humongous. This whole world, all the stars and all that stuff is inside like of a mountain, I'm telling you. And I've dropped down in it inside of sort of like a dream or something. And man, it scared the hell out of me when I found out that big black guy was back there. And yeah, this is a holy mountain because he had a graveyard. When I dropped in from outside. It was like daylight above the mountain. And when I dropped down, it was like this right here, just straight up space. Straight up, like as far as the eye could see, you literally could not tell the difference. And I looked right above my head and I could see the hole that I came through, and the outside was a mountain. My friends were up there. I could just climb right back out, but I got distracted because I was wondering, like, how the heck am I looking at? It looked like the sky just the same size outside of the hole. Outside of the mountain was the same size as the sky on the inside of the mountain. It was insane, like a whole different dimension. Maybe like a overlaying. I don't know. Like a portal or something. I don't know. I cannot explain. I just know what I dealt with, and I had to wake up out of it. And because I ended up saying some stuff that I don't want to sway anybody off of their path. I'm just saying that the word is the truth, and the truth is in the word, and the word is the truth. So if you hold on to that, can't nobody steer you wrong. You're gonna go with it, and the word will set you free. And everything in it, man. Be with the word, fam. The word has way more power than this dragon on this earth. All right. Has way more power than all the subliminal messages of his angels and fallen angels, legions and plethora of millions of angels. He's got hundreds of millions of fallen angels and demons and army, dark army, all that right here on earth with us. It's okay though, guys. It's okay. It's okay. We got there's more in the word, which is in me, than it is in all this world. I'll tell you that. Man. From what I know, his name is Ahaya, and his son, who is the word, is Yeshaya. And they control this. They run all this. I don't know about the dude in the background. That could be Michael. I don't know. But I know he is. The devil is really doing the Wizard of Oz on us. I'm telling you that. Because down here we can't see from our perspective. But if you know what I've experienced, man, the word will put you in your place. And that's why this dude's wing is frozen. That's why he's stuck. That's why you got CERN and HARP trying to free him with oscillation and vibrations. They're trying to thaw him out and heat him up. What reptiles need. They need heat to move fast. If they're frozen, they ain't gonna be moving fast. You're not even. Come on, man. They're gonna be sitting right there until they thaw out. That's why they're trying to global warm for real. So if you notice, everything that they say that they're doing literally the opposite. What you give them money for, they're gonna do the opposite with that money. 100%. Just saying, man. It's part of the programming. That is a part of the program. That's the most perfect part of their program. Period. That's the PPPs right there. The most perfect part of their program, period, is to do the opposite of what they say that they're going to do. So they all come down here, put their flag in a circle. They all come down here and put their flag in a circle and mess. And I don't know, man. When they do that, they can't have no nukes, no nuclear weapons. You want to know why? Because they're sitting on top of a thin ice. It's a dragon. They worship him, but they got no control. You know what I mean? That's all I gotta say. They worship him, but they got no control. Just like this dude in the Land Rover over here worshiping the girls going by on a pedal tavern, and they got the girls ain't gonna stop. The girls can't stop. They're on a time limit, and somebody else is trying to get that money and get them out and get that ride done and get somebody else in there, get more souls. You know what I mean? And that's how it is. That's all it is. This dragon is the same way. They up here worshiping him, but he on a time limit. He got a small amount of space and time to do this thing. He needs to get us out and the new generation in and fool them, because some of us we're growing out of control because he hired lazy help. He don't hire the best of the best. You don't hire nobody with that can pass the test. You know what I mean? You don't. That's why he needs a robot. That's why he's gonna get rid of everybody else. He's gonna get rid of humans. The only humans he's gonna keep around is gonna be on a leash. You're gonna be on a DNA leash. That's what you don't understand. It's a DNA leash. What's a DNA leash? Shit. Pretty much a lobotomy. Anyway. But like, yeah, man, a chain of DNA. It's a leash, essentially. Like, they want to crack that, they already cracked that. They want to crack the human mind, they cracked that. Now they cracking into the soul. You know what I mean? Trapping. And even the ones that work with them, they're getting snatched up too. Ain't gonna be no second thoughts about that, no doubt. That's it. You know, oh, thanks for helping me out. You can go your own way. No. Even if they want to go their own way, the Most High ain't having it. He's going to toss them right down there with them. All right. Just letting y'all know, man. Get y'all houses in order. Pay attention. Pay attention to what you feeding, eating, teaching, reading, playing, saying. Especially what you're saying. Ain't got nothing good to say, don't say it at all. Because forgive them, Father, that they do not know what they do. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. On that, catch up. I'm out. To the Rabba Ahaya Hakadesh, to the Rabba Yeshaya Hakadesh, to the Rabba Ruach Hakadesh, to the Rabba.